Saying goodbye to a Detroit legend today, and yeah, even the grandbaby knows it's a special day here today. Rowan, hope you're doing well. I know you want some cake.
Yeah,
You'll get some cake, Rowan, in just a minute. This, by the way, is Scott's baby boy, and that is the grandson of Rob Wolchek.
That's my guy.
Congratulations to you, Rob.
For Grandpa.
Hey, I wanted to let you know.
He's got some frosting on his finger.
Rob, you have a lot of people that love you, right?
Yes.
And you know the people who are sitting by you, including those who aren't here, just adore you. The viewers love you as well. But guess what? Oh, wow. You want to know an oh, wow? Let me show you an oh, wow, Rowan. What about this? This is a proclamation from the state of Michigan.
Oh, boy.
And this is literally from Governor Whitmer and Garland Gilchrist, the Lieutenant Governor, essentially recognizing all of your 30 years of your career here, and in a special tribute, dedicating this special award just to you.
Wow, thank you,
And so,
Rube.
Congratulations on behalf of the state of Michigan. That's a pretty big deal.
What a big shot Grandpa
That is a pretty big deal. When they told me about it, I thought they were kidding.
Wow, how nice is that? Well, thank you.
And can I tell you something real quickly? They don't hand these out like crazy. And when we asked the governor's office if they would do this for Rob Wolchek, one of the high-ups in the governor's office, without hesitation, said, no problem, we're working on it right away.
That's pretty
because
impressive.
everyone knows your work. Hey, we've heard from you a little bit. This is your brother here. I wanted to make sure that he got the mic, and we have.
Be careful.
That's my
your
other
wife
boy.
as well.
That's Jack.
Jack, I know you're there's the son that's kind of the TV guy who's like us loud, and then there's the quiet shy guy, and that's you, right?
Quiet shy guy?
That's what
He's louder than him.
Are you serious? I already was shy.
He's been rolling things. That's
What do you think about your dad's 30-year career?
Oh man, I mean I'm proud of him. I mean it's pretty cool. I never really cared that much, to be honest, but he was just my dad, and but watching that little story, it was pretty cool to see.
All right, that's high praise.
That is high praise. I want to make sure that you got the mic as well. Introduce yourself to everyone.
That's
if you
Allie.
would.
That's my beautiful daughter-in-law.
Yeah, Ellie.
Yeah,
That's Mommy.
That's
Mommy.
Rob's daughter-in-law, Scott's wife, and it's been amazing. It's been a wonderful career and just a wonderful time.
Hi.
Watching my husband look up to you and follow in your footsteps and really just work extremely hard at perfecting his craft. So and both of you guys are just amazing storytellers.
What's that like for you as Scotty's wife to watch your husband really kind of like come up, watching Dad, and then becoming part of this Fox 2 family? Was that a special moment for you and your family?
Oh, very special, because Scott and I have been together for over 10 years, and that's been his dream.
She's a news person, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she was a producer over at, one of our competitors, but we made her leave.
But this has been his dream, and I've seen him work so hard for it, and now being here and doing this, I mean, this is 10 years ago, this is what we wanted, and we're so excited. Just happy to see now Rob being able to go on and, enjoy retirement.
We have 2 minutes left in this entire broadcast, but before Rowan gets some cake, because I think that's what he's looking for.
He's got his
He already has a little bit of it. But I want to talk to you, Scott, just for a moment, just for about a minute, then we'll give the last word to Dad. How do you kind of describe, I know you use the word integrity, but how do you describe your father's work and what it's meant to our community in a few words?
Man, I mean, it's something that's incredible because there's a love of people in this area for him. You go out, I mean, the second that I got this job out here, you want to pass him over to Ellie, he's partying. People have yelled Hall of Shame my entire life, at Dad, at me. People are so happy about it and the work that he does because he's a real guy. Like, that's the thing. He's really like this. He's a good guy. He's funny. He's smart. He cares about the stories. He cares about the people. I mean, that's how it is.
And I got to say, just as someone who's had the pleasure for 17 of those 30 years being with you in this office, you are a light. You bring hope and you bring humor to everything that you do in a way that no one else will ever do it again. There's only one Rob Olczyk, and we are proud to call you a friend and our colleague. We have 30 seconds left. I want you to say something to
I want to say my beautiful wife is not here. She's sick, but she wanted to be here, and she's watching at home. We've been a little ill, but I managed to make it down here. And Sherry, I love you. And these kids have the best mom. Anybody who could put up with my job and me for all those years. So she's wonderful. So,
well, Rob Olczyk, we want to say on behalf
I love
of
all the viewers. I love all of you.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us. We'll be back at 10 with Rob.
What is up? Welcome to another edition of the Sports Office. Great to have you here with us tonight. We got a big show coming up.
We just clapped out Rob Olczyk in the hall.
Yeah, Rob Olczyk
was kind of cool.
That's it.
He's going to come in here and a little bit later, I hope.
Hang out with us?
I hope so.
Good.
Could you book that for us, Canner, please?
Yes.
You're better at that.
No, I'm on the air. You yelled at me in the hall to get down here.
I'm not good at that.
Jennifer Hammond in the house. Great to have you with us. We're going to talk some college hoops tonight.
Lights.
Should tell you tonight's episode of the Sports Office is brought to you by Feiger Law. All we do is win. That's a good thing.
I love that. Winning is good.
Winning is good this time
Winning
of
is
year,
good,
too.
and we
It's
wonder,
March.
well, this
We
is
are
a
in
great
March.
time of year to win.
Let's talk to a guy who knows a lot about March. Head coach, Oakland University, Greg Kampe joins us. What's up, Coach? What up? How are you?
Not so much winning. All right, but not so much winning lately. Did I hear Canner's name?
Yeah, Canner's in here too.
He's over there. You've probably won as
Did I
much
hear
as Maryland
Greg?
has.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, how's Maryland doing?
Oh,
That's not nice.
we like that coach though, don't
Yeah,
we?
it's because your friend left him in
We
a lurch. That's
love
what
that
he's going to
coach.
say.
Screwed us.
Hey, Coach, listen, we love this time of year, and I know you're about to get going here, and we're going to talk about the game coming up at the arena on Wednesday night. What does March mean to you? What does March mean to a coach? Because we love watching it. You're grinding away trying to make some magic.
Yeah, it's different depending on the level you're at. Like Izzo and Illinois at Michigan, Dusty and Brad and all those coaches, they're going to use their conference tournament to prepare for the NCAA tournament. That's different than our level of coach. Our level of coach is a one and done thing. You use your conference tournament to get to the big dance. It's the holy grail for us. Mm-hmm. Very seldom does a mid-major make it to a Final Four. So you cut the nets down, you celebrate, the confetti flies at the end of a conference tournament. So it's everything. The whole year is put around the next 7 days. And so it's a real stressful time.
Give me a sense, Greg. I know that the game on Saturday when you guys had senior day was an important one for you guys to try to get the win. But above and beyond the loss to U of D, I want to talk to you about just what you guys do on senior day and how special that really is.
Oh, did we lose? I don't remember.
I
doesn't
might
now.
have gotten my story wrong because that has happened before, and it doesn't matter now.
Oh, okay. I really don't remember the game. I do remember senior day, and I think we have the best senior day in the country, and I'm sure people would argue that and everything. But if you were there, which you were, Jennifer, there were people that came up to me afterwards on the floor that had been to, this is their 30th senior day, wow. And they had pictures of their kids with me when kids were 3, and now that kid's in his late 20s standing there getting another picture, and this family had Laura, and those are the types of traditions, and those are the types of things that make this so cool. But the way our team surrounded Baru after his speech, and we had the video from his family in Australia, and just the emotion of that night. I can't remember who won the game. I just remember how great that night was.
Well, I don't remember either because it was a tremendous scene. And Varu, for people who don't know, is from Australia. And this kid, you had a great class of seniors, let alone a great team of players. And I was hearing a story the other day about number 10 and 28 years old, and how he was in community college and then eventually, landed on your team. When you recruit guys like this and you see them experience that kind of college atmosphere, I've got to imagine it's really special for you.
Somebody just knocked at my door, so rookie's going nuts. Sorry. To see Brett White. In that,
thank you. I was blanking.
Yep. In that environment, and to know his journey, it's crazy. His high school coach retired when he graduated from high school. He went in and he started working. He, just went into the workforce for 4 years. Then he realized, man, I really miss it. I need to get to college. So he went to community college. He played basketball and was good still, and turned himself into a player. And he's had a great year for us. But I will say this, Jen, it's different now a little bit on senior day. We had 5 seniors, only one had been there for, multiple years. And though that's, I'm going to really miss that in this new world, seeing a kid grow. The stories of Brett White now, the stories of Brody Robinson, landed at our place and ended up having great years. But I'm going to miss the 3 or 4 year player like Baru or the Trey Townsends of the world, that it's a dying breed at our level.
I wonder, though, Coach, is there sometimes more of a connection because the kids that are with you truly choose to be with you because they have so many options every year, and yet here they are putting on the Oakland University uniform, I know it's different because we don't have that same developmental process where they've been there, but it would seem to me that would also be something that would be meaningful to you. That's their choice to be in your program.
Yeah, and the connection is still really good. Connection I had with those other 4 young men, because together right? We've gone to war. The problem is the fan base and the kids themselves, they get 9 months here. The fan base sees them come and go. Where a guy like Baru, who's lived here for 3 years, the fan base has watched him grow and materialize from a boy to a man. And Baru appreciates Oakland. He appreciates the staff and what the staff did for him and how we were always there for him. It's just different because it's more than a 9-month. It's more than a mercenary type thing. And I just hope we get back to that. I know there's a lot of talk of going to a 1-year transfer back to that rule, and I hope that rule comes back.
Baru,
one-time transfer, not 1-year transfer.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Baru, 3rd team All-League. Brody Robinson, 1st team All-League. What's it mean to you to see these guys get recognized like that?
Well, you love that because it means so much to them, and it means everything to the program too. That in your recruiting, this is in the last 25 years we've had a 1st team All-League player 24 of those 25 years, and we actually had like a 23-year streak stopped last year. My numbers may be 1 or 2 years off, but the streak was stopped. We had a 2nd team player last year. We didn't have a 1st team for the first time in like 20-some years, but we're back to it. So 23 of the last 24 or some number like that, 1st team All-League. It means a lot. In recruiting, it means a lot to the program. The consistency, I've always said, is the hallmark of greatness, and we just want to be consistent. Every year we want to be who we are.
Let me ask you a quick question, Coach. I'm going to be at practice tomorrow morning. You guys obviously practice tomorrow. UDM practices as well tomorrow. You both have big games at home on Wednesday. Does your messaging change at all this time of year, or how you do things? Obviously, you're getting ready for your next opponent, but what do you say to them, or is there anything that needs to be said?
Oh no, the messaging completely changes. Because of what I said at the beginning of this, that for us the Holy Grail is the next 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole year is not, Michigan State's their year building a resume so they get to hide this aura about us that when we go into the conference tournament, we believe we can't be beaten. And there's a lot of coach speak in this, but my message today was, you got to go back to how you felt on June 30th when you got here, and you all had this vision of winning and playing in the NCAA tournament. You've been beaten down. You've played the #1 team in the country 3 times. You've played we've had our ups and downs. We've had some really bad days to win the next 8 days. And we have to control the controllables. There's nothing that we can do about the opponents. We have to take care of ourselves. And the message is, we lose, we go home.
Yeah.
And so it is a completely different message now.
What does it mean to the program? And tell it to me like I'm too, Coach. We talk about home court advantage. Where as a coach do you see an advantage when you're playing on your home court?
It hasn't been one much for us this year. I mean, it's been the weirdest year ever. But, you shoot on those baskets, you sleep in your own bed, you have your fans, the motivation behind you. We had a really rough February, yet Saturday was a sellout. We have an unbelievable fan base. Jen, you were there.
It was great.
The excitement in that building, it was just, we've created something really special, and that means a lot to us, and it makes us fight harder. It makes us claw. When you're dead tired out there and you've got those fans cheering and egging you on like that, it means the world. The bookies say it's like a 10-point difference. I'm not sure. I'm not smart enough to all that kind of stuff. But I know I'd much rather play at home than I would on the road.
Yeah.
Northern Kentucky, you beat them twice during the season. What's it going to take to make it a third time? What's challenging about these guys? Two of the best offensive teams in the league, right?
Yeah, the two best probably. We have to stop their transition and we have to rebound. And we have to hope that one of their players doesn't go nuts. I mean, in the three of our last three losses, a player on the other team just went absolutely crazy, and just like in the game Saturday, I don't remember.
Lovejoy.
Yeah, but Lovejoy, he made his last 9 shots in the first half. Nadu made 4 threes in a row.
Yeah.
Somebody with 1 second on shot clock, we're up 3 with 5 minutes to go, and Nadu steps through a double team and throws the ball up at the basket and it goes in. So we've got to make sure that we don't let anybody get going. If somebody, we got to knock them down. We've got to be there on the catch. We just can't allow that. And in Lovejoy's case, we got to double. If somebody gets going like that, we got to double them and get the ball out of their hands. There's a lot more coaching that will go on during a tournament game than normal because there is no tomorrow.
Well, I will be there rooting as a fan only because it's my day off on Wednesday. So,
Hey, Coach, we're looking forward to having you here on Selection Sunday. We do that every year. And we hope we're talking about Oakland University being in the tournament. But we also love picking your brain. Just give me an idea. Give me maybe your top 2 teams in the country right now. The 2 teams that you think have the best chance. Outside of Oakland U, of course. 2 teams that have the best chance to cut the nets down at the end of this thing.
Well, if I was allowed to bet on it, if there were those types of things and you said to me, okay, I would go with Michigan.
Okay.
And that would be my number 1 pick. I would go with them. And then my second pick would be Houston.
oh,
I just think Houston defensively is a monster. They've got a couple really good freshmen. And if they get to the Final Four again, defensively, they could take Michigan out of what Michigan does.
noise, yeah.
But Michigan's only weakness I see, Michigan's only weakness is they struggle when they don't shoot the ball well. Now, when I say struggle, the games are close. When they do shoot the ball well, nobody comes close to them. I mean, they beat us by 40. We walked off the floor thinking we played really good. And then I saw them beat Gonzaga by 40. And I knew we played good. That's just how good that team is.
yeah.
Hey, Coach, listen, good luck on Wednesday night. We look forward to watching you throughout this postseason in the Horizon League, and we'll be keeping an eye on things, and we'll look forward to seeing you here in studio in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
there he is.
I like
Yeah,
that.
thanks for having Oakland on. I really appreciate it. You know how you guys are the great.
We love you, Camp.
We appreciate you, man.
It's great to see you always. And truly, Saturday, for anyone who has not been to a senior day at Oakland University, it is just a cool
stuff.
thing. Yeah, really neat.
Yeah, and it's like he said, it's different now because fans can invest in the players for as long.
Yeah.
But still,
Very different.
You know what? Anybody that puts on that uniform with that name across the front
That
is going to
uniform.
mean something.
We've
Yeah,
even got an Oakland.
Where is it? Oh, there
This
it
is the
right
first time
there.
I've seen the sports office all decked out since I've been
Yeah,
back
it is
from
decked
spring
out.
training.
All right, we're going to take a
so-
break. We're going to come right back. We invite you to join the show. Just click on that Zoom link right there. We'd love to see you. You taking the night off, see? You just, I'm sorry. Just chill. Oh, look at that. He had to choose between the two. He's going with this one. Knock it out. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at the talent assembled in this room. Rob Wolchek, Huel Perkins.
Yes, sir.
Huel is here. Very nice of you to be here. Always great to see you. But
So
the
cool.
occasion is
I'm just here
the
for Rob.
retirement of Rob Wolchek.
I'm going to cry too for you there, Rob.
No more crying. I'm done crying. I cried on live TV. I don't ever want to cry on live TV again.
How many years of putting the bad guys away?
28 years here, and then I did it for about 5 years in Fresno too.
So that you brought that with you?
No, the Hall of Shame was here, but it was read by an anchor, and it was not that spectacular of a thing. They brought me here to make it spectacular.
Just to be humble.
So,
But you know what the cool thing is, Huel? And you were there throwing to Rob so many nights. When you can throw to somebody that does TV the way he does it, and is as compelling as he is, and must watch TV, that when he comes on, people have to watch it, that just makes the product so much better.
I tell Rob all the time that he was responsible. He won't take the credit, but he was, I would say, very responsible for our success early on. When Neil Goldstein, the then news director, paired Huel Perkins with Monica Gale and brought this guy in from California and said, hey, he's going to shake up the market. And we, oh, really? He did.
that's what I
He
said.
did.
He told you he was going to shake up the
Yeah,
market?
he said, yeah.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
He's
Great.
going to be unlike any
Yeah,
reporter we've ever had.
We
And
need-
he was right.
We need to give Neil some credit too, because he
Absolutely.
assembled a large
What-
contingent.
Absolutely.
What a
This
job he
station.
did. What
Yes.
a brilliant man.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
look at
Gave me a
all
job.
of us
Including
here.
this office.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were all products of him and putting all of that together.
Absolutely.
And we had a fantastic team, and that's why so many of us stayed for so long. But really, that's what made Fox 2 great,
Yes.
was that we stayed
That
here
transition.
and they let us do crazy stuff and think outside the box, and fortunately, we were all pretty talented.
And a lot of it too was a little bit of that news that works for you thing,
Yeah.
and it
Which
really
was
kind of
also
ingratiated
Neil's
us.
idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was Neil's thing. That it really kind of
Exactly.
ingratiated our station
Absolutely.
with the community,
Stuck
with you.
and it stuck.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and let me just say this. You know, when I came here, I was coming from Fresno, and I was pretty good. I had won an Emmy. I thought I was hot stuff. And but to come here and work with Huel Perkins, who's like, oh, this is a real anchorman. This dude is really good.
I got you fooled too, huh? I fooled you. Okay.
No. To work with Huel and Monica, who was on CBS News with Dan Rather and stuff, and then to work with Dan and Jennifer. I mean, everybody here was so talented that we all kind of had to keep up to match the other talent here. So it was a brilliant formula, and honestly, I owe a lot of my success to you guys too, because I had to be good. There was no other. You can't be lousy and be on the show with Huel Perkins throwing your
please.
package
But
to
you
you.
said it. It was a team.
It was a team.
It was a team. And when I got here, and when you got here, and when Luderman got here, and Dina got here, and everybody, you were already here. Hammer got here, and Woody got here, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but Amy Lang, the crew that came in.
Dina.
I mean, yeah, I said Dina.
Oh, sorry.
This.
I wanted to say her twice.
The station wasn't much of anywhere at that point.
Exactly.
But Fox
Exactly.
started to take off. The station started to take off. We all were blessed in this business to stay somewhere for 25 to 30
Exactly.
years is insane. But what an
Exactly.
amazing ride it's been. And to be able to do it with people you love hanging out with
Yeah.
is even better.
Yeah, it's good. That's why I had to be here. I'm retired. They let me in the station anyway, but I had to be here. I had to be here to celebrate, I think, one of the best reporters in the history of Detroit television. I wanted him to know it, and I wanted the world to know how good he is, how special he is. And you won't find a talent like this for generations.
Make him cry.
Is
Compelling TV.
Yes.
When Rob
I
came
agree.
on, you
Yeah.
turned on to hear what he had to say.
I
what he had
told
to
you
do.
Huel was smart. I told you. I said, this guy knows what he's talking about. No. Well, thank you, Huel. I appreciate that.
All
And,
right.
and I love Huel so much. He's the greatest.
And
What
we
an
do.
honor to
I love
have
you
him
too.
here.
It is always great to see you. Advice for him as he heads into retirement, because you've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Enjoy it all. You can do now, Rob, everything you've ever wanted to do, when you want to do it, where you want to do it. You have no limits whatsoever. Every morning becomes a great adventure because it's new. Every day is new, and you can do what you want to do. Not necessarily what your wife wants you to do. What you want to do.
Well, that's good advice, and I hope I enjoy it. I feel like I'm going to be fine. I'm very excited about not having to come to work. I think I'll be fine, but it's been tough to leave. I'm not making any bones about it. It's been tough.
We're going to take you to a Tigers game.
Yes.
On a Wednesday or Thursday afternoon
Yes.
with the ladies and drink some beers. How's
Yes.
that?
Well, I'm ready to go to the games. Any Pistons games, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to games.
Yeah, you're going to be here for the next 20 years,
I
Rob.
can take free things now. You know, when you work on TV, we're not allowed to accept gifts, even if somebody offers you like a nice gift, like a $500 gift. We're not allowed to take it. Well, now I am. So anybody who wants to offer me
Hey,
tickets,
Shinola.
free basement done, any of that kind of stuff, I'm ready. So I'm excited about it. And although tomorrow I think I'm just going to sleep and chill all day.
Hey, it's the first day of the rest of your
Yes,
life.
it
Enjoy it,
is.
man. Look how easy this guy looks. How good.
I
how
know, right?
relaxed.
I'm happier now than I've ever been in my life.
Awesome.
Isn't
I'm
that
very blessed.
Hey,
beautiful?
we love seeing
Thank
you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Rob,
go,
we wish
Rob.
you the best of luck. May
Thank
you
you,
look as
Dan.
good as this guy in a couple years and
Thank
as
you.
relaxed as he looks.
Way to go, Rob.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
We'll take a
guys.
break. Final moments on the sports office right after this. All right,
I
you
love
with the
that.
house band over there. That's good stuff. Hey, Anthony is in the house. Anthony, we only got a minute left in the show, but you're up, man. What's going on? You got the old English
Wow.
D rocking.
Hi, Anthony.
Of course. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. I just have 2 words for what happened with Demo today, as far as I'm concerned. Highway robbery. To get a 4th and 7th round
Yeah.
future pick, we should have swung big. If you were going to get somebody mid, we could have waited for Zadarius Smith to become available because he is a free agent again this year with his 1-year contract expiring. Or we could have used this as leverage to get Max Crosby.
All right, we
right.
got to go. Anthony,
I love
come
that
back and
opinion,
join us
Anthony.
again.
Come
We
back
will talk
tomorrow.
about this tomorrow night on the show. Have a great night, everybody.